and welcome back. This is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Chrono Cross. I'm joined, as always, by my, as seen in a previous game, squad of Surge, Kid, and Norris. When we last left off, we made it to the library at the Viper Manor, which is kind of weird considering we were just in Terra Tower, but I'm sure there's a reason for all of this. We need to talk to the Prophet here, but first we are going to try to talk to, Luca, if I could angle it right. Luca doesn't have anything to say. Chrono? You want to come out of your shell and say something, Chrono? No, not today. Marl, last chance. I like your tutu. I guess that's it. That's not really a tutu, but still. Looks cute. All right. Prophet, do you have anything to say? Welcome. It's good to see you finally made it here. I have been expecting you, Surge. Where are we? Is this Viper Manor? This is a space that does not exist. But don't mind that. More importantly, I have something I must explain to you. What? Who are you? This is gonna be a little bit of a summation of all the important things that we've done recently. Oh, my name is Belthazar. That sounds important. In the ancient magical kingdom of Zeal, I was known as a sage of reason. Well, that was up until the Queen of Zeal attempted to harness the power of Lavos. Let's just say, things got out of control, and Lavos created a dimensional vortex that threw me far into the future. There, I seized the opportunity to study the science of the future. I was then able to apply that to the knowledge I brought from my own era, including magic, which was long lost in the future. Anyway, this led me to make huge progress in the research of time. Well, that research led to the creation of Chronopolis and to the time crash. You might think I really blew it, but perhaps it was really my finest hour. Anyway, I created a compact time machine that I dubbed the Neo Epoch. I used it to time warp to this age to learn of Chronopolis and Fate's plans and to see how things were turning out. Terra Tower is really a city of the Reptites from another dimension's future. It was originally Dinopolis, the castle of Azalda's descendants, who achieved an evolution much more intimate with our planet. Dinopolis was drawn into this dimension's past about 10,000 years ago. This was done so that it would serve as a counterbalance against Chronopolis, which Lavos pulled here. Needless to say, a fierce battle ensued. In the end, Chronopolis emerged as the victor, and the Reptites' fortress was sealed away by fate. But more important now is the role of the dragons play in all of this. Originally, the whole archipelago of El Nido was known as the Sea of Eden. This was because it was where the dragon gods resided. But then fate sealed away the dragon god's powers, in effect becoming a god itself. Thus, the islands where the new godhead Fate existed came to be called the Sea of Eden instead. Perhaps you didn't realize it, but you were used by the dragon gods to eliminate fate. It was not true that the dragon gods sealed away the frozen flame. Rather, it's quite the opposite. It was fate that used the power of the flame to seal up the dragon gods. In reality, the dragon gods are in opposition to man, while fate itself was actually the protector of humanity. The dragon gods were originally a singular plasma life form, a living accumulation of the planet's energy. Originally, it was a biological machine used to control the powers of nature and the future society of the Reptites. In order to control the natural energy itself, fate divided the one dragon god entity up into 6 weaker plasma life forms, then scattered them across the land and sealed them away. Their dragon-like appearances are just pseudo-guises. Temporary forms they take so that they can appear in this dimension. But all that changed when fate was vanquished and its power hold was eliminated. At that moment, the 7 dragons who had been rendered almost powerless and forgotten traveled across the dimensions to reunite into a single entity. 7 dragons? I thought there were only 6. There were 6 dragons you knew of, and 1 more hidden dragon you didn't. Like the second moon that once was lost but later was found. Although the same planet, my world didn't have 2 moons. Look up at the night sky now and you will see 7 celestial bodies, 5 stars, and 2 moons. 5 brother stars that correspond to the 5 colored dragons, ruling like gods over the night skies. 1 moon that corresponds to the white sky dragon, and another darker daughter moon to counterbalance them. The fire dragon, the water dragon, the green dragon, the earth dragon, the black dragon, the sky dragon, and 1 more. The final dragon, the dark moon dragon. The one who was to work to free the other dragons from their bondage by the fate computer. The child the others created on the night of the electric storm that temporarily caused fate to loosen its hold on them. I believe you know her as Harl. Unbelievable! The dragon gods were the essence of nature on this planet. Perhaps we can consider what's happening as our planet's vengeance on us, to finally sweep away the unwanted humans from the face of this blue planet. First it was fate, now it's the planet? Or vice versa. But either way you look at it, now's the time to set things right. The future of mankind, the destiny of this planet, everything depends on the next battle you will fight. But unfortunately, the time for us to part has come. Hey, mister, is that the Chrono Cross you guys have there? Yeah, it is, Luca. The Chrono Cross, the melody and harmony. It has the power to cross space and time and unify people's thoughts and feelings. It has the power to transfer memories. By using it as an element, it has the power to draw on the sounds of the 6 colored elements to produce a healing harmony. It has the power to combine the sounds of the world into one melody. I'm sure we'll meet again soon in one time period or another. Be careful now, and good luck. And everybody leaves us. Now that was pretty much a summary of what we have done recently. I still have a couple questions when it comes to Harl, being the 7th dragon and all of that. Why was Lynx working with Harl? Weren't they diametric opposites? Hopefully, they'll give us a little bit of a way to fill that in a bit. But for the time being, there's a switch here, just like there was previously. So let's lower that ladder, head around and up, because I see a treasure chest over there that I would like to open. In here, we can find the black hole. That could be useful. I don't think I have too many of those. Forget it. We won't look for it just yet, although it will be useful later. But there's really no need for me to try to equip it right now. Maybe a little later. Well, allocate, but still. Oh, I wanted to check one thing before we left. Wow, okay, hold on. Game's fine. Never mind. I wanted to check behind the desk. Remember there was something back here when we were here before, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case today. All right, ready to go, hopefully. Let's head back. So we got quite a few answers there, and as you can clearly see, 2 moons, very close moons. That's gotta affect the tides wildly. Probably, like, fall in, but notice how we cannot go back that way, but a new path has opened up for us this way. You guys hearing this? This is important. We were just told about sounds and how good they are when used with the Chrono Cross. Can I actually do anything with these? I don't think I can. They do light up a little bit, but it's kind of hard to see. But those sounds are probably going to be important. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. So, what you're supposed to get in this room is something that I will not be able to help you with. They want you to memorize the pattern of the tones that are played and what crystals light up. I'm not good at this, never have been. Anytime it comes up in a game, I need to look up the answer. So, luckily I already have the answer, so this is not going to be a big deal, but this is a way that you can learn the proper order of elements that you are supposed to use, because they're playing a harmony here, and Lucas said that was probably important when used in conjunction with the Chrono Cross element, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Meanwhile, let's head down here and run very, very funkily. The controls on that little part are weird. I don't think it matters which way I go here. Around the circle, and we should be able to find ourselves a treasure chest with an Ultranova. I believe this is the first Ultranova that we have found, so let's go ahead and equip that because it's actually really good. Level 6 plus or minus 2 hits all foes, but you can only use it if your innate color is white. Hey, I happen to have one of those. Causes an explosion of high density energy. It is an Ultranova after all. Put it there instead of a meteor shower. Probably move the meteor shower down somewhere. Instead of one of the Infernos. Probably am not gonna need 3 super powerful red elements like that. Not when Kid's in the party. Kid does pretty good for herself.